right. So when last we left off, you had looted the tree that belonged to
Nightshade.
Scabatha.
Yeah.
Gabatha. And
that doity bitch.
Yeah, her. And the oil can told you that he could take you to Yon, or he could take you to the palace, and y'all had decided on going to Yon.
But first, the Dryad.
But wait, there's more.
Oh wait.
So I mean that was the ball. Oh, and last time you killed, you fully killed Bavlorna and threw her in the bag of holding along with Scabatha.
Separate bags though.
Separate
Uh-huh.
bags, because that matters.
Yeah.
It might not. But after the beetle talking to Mutrid, I went, maybe best not to have two of them in together at the same time.
Sure.
Because
that's fair.
You kind of don't turn your back or trust a hag.
It sounds like y'all had some objectives that you still wanted to chase after in thither.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
right.
Well, we needed to plant we wanted to plant that red tree.
Yeah, get the Dryad.
Right. Like Callus himself has like nothing pressing.
Yeah.
I thought we had gotten back to the Dryad, and I had asked her if there were any others that she would like to collect, like any others missing trees.
I think that was what you wanted to do.
Okay.
I think you had said that you wanted to do that because we ended with the debate of do we go to Yon or do we go straight to the palace?
Right. We decided to go to Yon.
And Callus felt that y'all needed to go to Yon. I think some others felt that y'all needed to go to Yon.
No, Callus just wants to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I thought we were going to go to the palace to try to wake the queen or whatever.
No. I mean, Callus just wants to get the fuck out of the Feywild.
Callus.
Yeah. It's just too weird. Like the first moment Callus was here, he looked up at the sky and it's all swirly and shit. And he's been sick ever since.
Callus is Jesse Ventura from.
That's kind of the angle I'm going at with the.
Like, I want to get the fuck out of this jungle, and I don't care.
He's going to be governor soon.
I ain't got time to bleed.
All right, so you're walking around and you find a spot to plant the tree. Say it's like
no.
Okay.
Got to find the Dryad.
Okay, you're walking around and you find the Dryad.
I'm going to ask her. I'm going to say, hello. We have seeds, and I will grow your tree for you. But are there others that need trees as well?
Not to my knowledge. I am the only one here.
Where would you like your tree?
She walks you to a nice clearing that would support a tree that size.
All right.
Okay.
It's going to take 8 hours because I'm going to do that whole mabobber.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna do a long? Do we want to do a long rest during that?
If it's gonna take 8 hours, fuck yeah.
Y'all can. He cannot.
Give me a long rest if I got it.
So everyone but Daisy can take a long rest because Daisy has to actively focus on the ritual. Plant growth. That's
what it was.
Yeah. Like, I know the spell, I just can't think of the name. It's the one that shoots the big balls of fire. What is the name of
I got
spell?
that one.
Firebolt?
Yeah. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on the point within range become enriched for 1 year. The plants yield twice the normal amount of food when. So that's really all that casting it in an 8-hour spell does. You can.
Yeah, I want to enrich everything around because that way this redwood will be enriched for a year while it's growing.
Okay, 8 hours pass. Everyone but Daisy and the Dryad take a long rest. The Dryad is watching her tree grow. She is overjoyed. Once the tree grows, she thanks you and she holds up a finger like telling you to wait. She steps into the tree and after about 5 minutes, she comes back and she hands you a bracelet. It is a golden bracelet with like 15 different runes carved into it, and each rune looks significantly and independently different.
Thank you. This is quite a grand gift.
As it is, use it wisely because it is limited.
Thank you.
But it should help you if you are planning on continuing your crusade.
Yes, thank you very much. Now I want to get back to Will of the Woods, make sure they got their kids, and that's where I'll take my long rest if everyone's okay with that.
Fine with me.
Adam, you good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I need to find out if they know where the unicorn horn, like if they know an animal missing a horn, all kinds of shit.
A unicorn corn.
A unicorn corn.
Yep.
Horny corn.
Give the rug a taupe.
Yep.
It's a horny corn.
Oh God.
Is there any other type of horny corn? Is there any other type of corn?
No.
So you do find all the kids are at the treehouse, and everyone is significantly. And Will is playing with the kitten.
Oh, don't you tell my kitty, Will.
And no one knows of a unicorn missing its horn.
Okay, it's worth a shot. I'll hold on to it then, just in case we come across one.
Okay. So now you're
Thank
gonna
you for-
take. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my long rest.
Or I want to tell Will that my friend Miritam has become quite fond of the kitten.
Yes, the kitten is amazing.
And my friend would do so well with the friend. He would take such good care of him.
He kind of leans up. He says, "You have been a great friend to the forest, and I appreciate all that you have done to help us. As the ward of this forest now, or as the warden of this forest now, it is my duty to take care of all the lost children. That includes kittens in this forest." Yes, I said duty.
Only thing I was thinking of was kitten mittens.
So I guess I can't roll for it
What are you trying to roll for? What are you trying to do?
to get the kitty.
But I mean, but how? Like, are you trying to persuade him? Are you trying to intimidate him?
Persuade. I'm trying to give him my biggest, brownest
Allies.
cow
How
eye.
eyes possible.
Yes.
You can roll for it.
Innocent love.
Yeah, you can roll for
Is Mutrid next to me?
it. That's up to you. That's up to you and her.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I'm like tugging him along. Because I heard him say it's like I see him and I hear him saying it's like the what did you say again? Miriam?
Oh, that the kitten's just like me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like the kitten. And like as this conversation's going on, I'm going to invoke duplicity and then like kind of move my duplicate over to play with the kitten as my duplicate.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, I
And like if the kitten goes to swipe at my duplicate, and if everyone's paying attention, I'm going to slide my hand slyly over to Mutrid, like her lower back, and cast guide.
Okay.
And then you get a cup or butthole.
Nope.
No, just her tail.
Notice I said butthole, not butt.
And
Yeah.
I said tail.
So I place my hand on her bottom.
Just
Well,
one finger.
sizably so, my hand could probably cover her butt in relative size.
so yeah, I guess roll it'd be persuasion
Plus a D4.
plus
Yep.
a D4.
Plus
Okay.
a D4. Roll it. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Bean footage.
Oh,
And would she have advantage?
Why would she have advantage?
Just kind of feeling out what she's going
Because
for.
Meritum wants it.
Because Madam.
and
No. She does not have.
using the kitten or using
I
my
don't think I
duplicate
got
using the
which one's
kitten.
the
Wow, look at me. Meridian right there.
Roll your D4 tier D. There you go.
fuck. I apparently have a bunch of gunk in my eyes.
And he looks up.
Yeah,
and
maybe you shouldn't have pink eye when you give them the cow eyes.
he looks up and he says, "I appreciate your concern. While yes, your friend may be quite the companion for the kitten, I feel that it is in the best interest of the kitten that it stays safe here."
If only someone could speak with this kitten and ask the kitten if this is what they want. I mean, kind of highfalutin thinking to just assume the will of another creature, right?
And as soon as you say that, Cal's gonna stand there and go, "I don't speak pussy."
Well, if you turn your head sideways, maybe.
At that point, I'm gonna. It's like I tried Miriam because yeah, I'm not gonna start shit after I already started shit
Oh,
earlier.
well, no, that's fair. There's no reason to start shit over this.
'Cause all
Meritum
I'm
doesn't
getting
see
around
that it's
too-
world ending that they don't like form a bond with the kitten. It would just be nice to build that relationship. It's a short time.
So he looks down at you and he says, "Friend, I sense a loss within you. Why is this kitten so important?
It feels like it's me.
But what does that mean? Do you have 6 legs?"
Well, no,
How do you know I don't?
it's not that. Well, I mean, I've got wings, so those are
Wings?
like sky legs.
Wings are not legs.
No, but they're like legs of the sky.
God damn it!
Legs make you move, right? So do wings. It's like legs. I've got 4 wings, 2 arms, 2 legs. So yeah, I guess I have 8 legs.
You could use wings as legs, but you couldn't use legs as wings.
Why not?
Not very long.
Not with that attitude.
Nah, try as much as you want, man. I don't care.
Like, can
If
you
you're
stop a
determined
bullet
enough.
once?
But I also feel like maybe this kitten. What is this kitten's name? Anyway? It feels weird to just call it by its label as an animal because it doesn't seem like an animal.
Its name is Star.
Star.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, so what does Star want? Does Star want to live here, or would Star want to maybe go see everything else that exists besides just here?
Well, Star seems content here. And when Star is old enough to fend for herself, she is absolutely free to leave.
Okay, so Star could not make that choice now. Do we know?
Do you feel Star is old enough to make that choice?
I believe everyone is at the point to make a choice.
And if Star chose to run off through a ring into the material realm,
Uh-huh.
would you be okay with that?
Oh, why would I not be okay with it?
Because from where I sit, you are trying to remove a child under my protection.
Well, I mean, you could view it that way, but
Which is how
I
I
look
view
at but I look at it in the sense that every being makes a decision about what it wants or needs in the moment,
Sure.
whether it's for them or not.
And
And I'm not
You can put
resisting
it into this
Star.
and use
I'm postulating a question.
it is up to the caretakers of the young to make sure that the decisions are life prolonging.
Well, that's the role of a parent, yeah.
I have said
But
that
I'd
I
still
am the
like to know-
caretaker of all lost children in this realm.
Okay. I just wish there was a way that I could ask Star what Star wants.
Well, if you find a way to do that, we're free to come back and ask.
I think I will.
While this is going on, it's like hearing them talking about what the cat wants. I want to do the tech thoughts.
Okay. The kitten is very happily playing. The kitten does not have a high intelligence. It does not have a lot of thoughts beyond base needs. Play, eat, loves Will,
Right.
play, eat.
But I see it loves Will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Meritum and say it loves Will.
Well, yeah, of course, because that's all that Star knows.
It's been with us for a while.
Nah,
It loves Will.
like a knight. It's okay. I'm not worried. If Star
loves
wants to
Will.
remain here, then Star can.
Yes.
I'm fine
Star
with
is
that. I
happy
have to
here.
accept it.
Yeah, Star is happy here. Star loves it here. Star loves Will. Star wants to stay here.
Of course, that's what Star knows. And I'm saying this out loud and kind of like side-eyeing Will at the same time. Like not a harsh side eye, but like just checking on facial features as I communicate with you. Like, yeah, and that's fine.
This is gonna beat the shit.
So, Will, I have an interesting question.
Okay.
Sort of, maybe not interesting for you.
Sure.
So, what's up with the lake that nobody can get to again?
The what?
So there's a lake and there's an island that nobody can get to. We tried. I think we talked to you about this yesterday or the day before.
Like nothing living could pass through it.
Yes. It says, yeah, we have a unicorn costume that you can wear that will get you across.
I have it.
That's right. We had it. I remember. Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
Did we get it?
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, I
Says,
remember.
hang on, though, Meritum, child of the Fae.
Yeah.
Why? What loss have you suffered that makes this kitten so important to you?
I don't know.
That's a great answer. But I don't know.
I mean, it could be, a good portion of my family getting murdered and feeling that even when I'm with these people, mind you,
Who you
no
calling
offense
these
against
people?
you, and Daisy,
And Casey.
What do you mean, these people? Sorry, I couldn't help
no,
it.
it's fine. That feels kind of lonely.
Are you lonely?
I'm so Ronry.
I mean,
Very Ronry.
yes, no. Like I have companions that I barely know.
He holds his hand out and then he waves his other hand over it, and there are 3 little statues in the palm of his hand. One is silver and of a raven. One is a serpentine statuette of an owl, and the last one is an onyx statuette of a dog. He says you may pick one.
Huh?
You may have one.
Have.
Yes, have one.
Very
of
with a
these.
very questioning look on their face, because as should very well know that the give and take can be tricksy.
Can be. Do you question it?
Well, maybe the intent behind it, not the offer at all. So it was an owl,
A serpentine owl,
uh-huh.
a silver raven, or an onyx dog. Stop looking up what they are.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm thinking. Meridim was literally thinking.
All three of
The
these.
serpentine owl sounds
Got the
pretty
piece from
cool.
a Monopoly game.
All three of these could make wonderful companions.
The owl.
The other two puff in a vanish, vanish in a puff of smoke, and the serpentine owl is still in his palm, and he says, "Take it. It's yours."
Out of game, we're doing a lot of whole substituting of adjectives, nouns, and verbs.
Yes, we are. He says, "Take it. It is yours."
To have
Yes.
freely.
Yes. Well, no. You have already paid for it.
Oh, in dispensing of the hag?
In a sense.
It's the blow job you're going to give him later.
Yeah, I'm feeling like that's what's going to happen at some point.
I ain't got to pay for it.
I'll continue to extend my hand.
Daisy will pay for it.
Wrong character. Meredith, you said you extend your hand and you take it?
To receive it, yes.
He places it in your hand and he lets go of it.
There we go.
He's like, sometimes I forget how finicky the wee folk can be.
How we all are. And I'm looking, when I say that, because of what you had said, I think last game when we were dealing with Will, that there was something off about Will.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at Will this time, saying, as we all are, it's that drawing question to see what I could pull out of him. And I would like to roll
he winks.
insight.
Roll it. Roll insight. He winks and he says, but you are a wee bit more wee than I.
Right. Meredith's
You are a
intention
British
here
we.
Well,
I am an
is
American.
to find out. Meredith's intention here is to find out how fey Will is.
So, Meritum, as he says that, he's like, but you are just a wee bit more wee than I. He's calling you small.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, just ask, what was his name again?
Anthol.
Just ask Anthol of Weissel how we is. And I'm going to cast guidance on myself and roll insight.
Okay.
Well, that's 12. Come on. 4. Give me a 4. Roll high. Roll high. Roll high. Roll high.
I know you were saying roll high, but
13.
it kept sounding like roll high.
Roll Tide. No.
13 and this is the roll.
Okay. So what are you trying to determine? Like just how fey he is?
Yeah, because I remember the last time that we were like talking with Will at one point, I think it was before we went on this whole mission, there was something off about Will and it wasn't clear what. So I'm Meridum's trying to determine like if Will was born in the prime material and ended up here, because the way that Will was speaking made it sound like he wasn't from here, or that he's so much from here. Like, I'm trying to determine if he was born outside of the Feywild, or if Will is an archfey.
So he like you can determine that like there is nothing about him giving off archfey vibes. Whether he was born here or not, it's possible. It seems like he likely could have been born here, or that he was conscripted to being here.
Right.
That maybe he was forced to be here by someone in the area.
Right. That was the other thing. Meridum was also thinking like there's the possibility that Will was at some point a stool pigeon of the hag, which is why the hag was so out to get him.
Possible.
Knowing how Fae are about bonds and allegiance.
Sure.
Yeah, but with that, I still don't have anything determinative. Still mulling it over.
Yeah, there's nothing clear.
Definitive.
Yeah, there's nothing definitive. Like it seems weird. Like he seems weird, but there's nothing directly definitive.
Yeah, so Meridum's got like the murder wall, you know, where there's the pins and then there's the red yarn.
So Meritum, as Will puts that owl in your hands, in your head you hear "Name me."
Huh?
In your head,
I know it's in my head, right?
Yeah, you hear "Name me."
Meridum is like stuck. So you can go ahead and cut to anyone else you want for right now. I'm gonna think.
Hooters!
All right, so Callus, Uhtred, y'all watch all of this happen, and you watch Will give Meritum a serpentine owl. Did y'all want to do anything?
No,
He's like, "Can I have the raven?"
we're ready to move on. Ready to move on to the last hag.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna nudge Callus and it's like, yay, bird shit.
Hey, it's better than Meritum shit, which is usually what we get on our heads.
Yay, bird and fairy shit.
Yeah. What a combination. I could make a stew.
The rest of the long rest passes uneventfully, and
It's just 6 hours, by the way.
oh, okay. The rest of the 6 hours passes uneventfully, and Squirt's like, "Hey, we ready to party?"
Oh, that oil can?
Yeah.
I-
Hang on. He looks up at you, and like he's kind of like hopping. He's like, "Fire it up, fire it up!"
Oh God!
Like if he had hands, he'd be doing finger guns. Be like, "Fire it up, fire
No.
it up."
Oh man, I love this thing. I said, hell yeah, I'm ready to party. Where are we going?
You tell me, brother. He suddenly grows a handlebar
it's like,
mustache.
I'm gonna look at the crew. It's like, aren't we headed to thither?
You're in thither.
And then
Or where, John?
right about that point, Meritum will look over at. Is Daisy's long rest done?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look over at Daisy and go, Daisy,
Yeah.
I have a favor to ask.
Okay.
Could you ask Star, and I'll point at Star, if they want to remain here or roam the world and eat and play with everyone?
All right. I'll cast Speak with Animals,
Okay.
and I will say, "Hello, Star. Remember me?
I was like, "Meow, hello."
My friend here was wondering if you would wish to accompany him and journey to the outside world and experience
Happy.
all it has to offer.
Happy here.
Are you sure there's nothing you would like? Are you sure you would not like to at least see and join us for a little while?" I'm going to try to do persuasion.
Hold it.
Almost a natural 20, but no. 2. I'm not persuasive at all.
Cat, the star's like, "No," like bats at a fly.
Okay. I
And I
apologize.
assume you relate.
Yeah, I apologize, but he wishes to stay here.
Oh, no need to be sorry. I just wanted to know what Star wanted to do. So with that foot that Star had been munching on and the one I had been munching on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna snap like the big toe off
Sure.
of like the remainder of the skeleton and like fashion like a lanyard or something to it, and then hold it out to Star and look at Daisy and say, "This is a gift, so that one day, if Star ever wants to find me, Star can ask Will to locate me."
Okay. Star's
And
like,
I will
"Yum,
take-
eat."
Where? For you or yeah. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
You're holding out
Go
the
ahead.
foot, right?
no the big toe.
No,
Like
this
the
is not to
bone.
eat. This
Oh,
is
the bone.
to wear around your
Yeah,
neck.
yeah.
This is just to wear around your neck in case you ever wish to contact Meritum.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like see if I can slide it over Star's head, like onto their neck,
Yeah.
if
Star,
they'll let me,
Star lets you.
and give Star a little pet, and then set the rest of the foot down and be like, "Eat that."
Star eats it. Like, starts going to town.
Fucking gross.
And I'll think in my head, whisper, and I'll name the owl.
Oh. Okay. So, as you name the owl, you know intuitively that now all you need to do is think of the owl's name, and it will summon a giant owl for up to 8 hours. Once it's been used, it can't be used again for 2 days. But that the owl can telepathically communicate with you at any range if you and it are on the same plane of existence.
I think there's a lot we can do together, and I'll think that to myself or thinking to the owl.
So it is a friend to you and your companions. It will fit in your pocket just fine. There you go.
Nice.
Very cool.
Will gave you a companion
He did.
because you said you needed a companion. Y'all said something. Forgot what I was gonna look up.
The unicorn.
Oil can.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So what are y'all doing? Are y'all gonna use the oil can to go to Yon?
Yeah, I believe so.
Sure.
That's where we need to go for the last hag, right?
Or the
No, Unicorn Island.
Unicorn Island. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
That's where Daisy is intent on going, and so is Meritum.
All right.
Meritum
Well, you know how much time we spent trying to get to that damn thing?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Now that we know, and I've had the thing, like, had I had known that would have worked, like, I would have, before we went to Scabatha's, I would have gone back to the island.
Right.
Because I had the, whatchamacallit.
All right, so that's where we're going.
All right.
Well, that's if you and Mutrid want to go.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
It's not a cheerocracy. It's a cheer dictatorship or whatever.
Cheer dictatorship.
Okay. So, right, so you come up to the lake, which is way the hell down here. That's going to take you a good while to get back to it. Mists drift over the surface of a small lake. Forested crags line the shore on one side of the lake, and mossy rocks protrude from the shallows. Near the center of the lake is a rocky islet. Who is wearing the costume?
I would be.
Yeah, Daisy, definitely. I want to see a Warforged dressed up as a unicorn.
Do 2 people need to wear it?
It can hold up to 2 people.
But I'm like 7 foot something, so I'm probably okay. It'd be really funny with Mutrid and I in it.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Let's. Yeah, I want to.
Looks like
head.
unicorn shops at the Baby Gap.
The Minotaur and the Warforged are going to double team the unicorn.
That's
Yes.
fair.
That sounds like the title of this episode.
So before y'all left, they gave you little wooden unicorn horns. They're like, whoever's not wearing the costume, just put this little unicorn horn on your head, and you'll be able to approach them.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, fine.
So I'm gonna tie the horn onto my head.
Okay.
What head?
Gnomes have heads?
Yeah.
you
Shoot,
speak
that's-
Oh,
this?
yeah. No, yeah.
Oh,
My normal
Your top head.
where my brain is stored.
So you're
That's dubious, sir.
As you cross the barrier,
Where the eyes are located, near the eyes.
as you cross the barrier, you're able to get within 1,000 feet of the lake. Mutrid and Maritim suddenly feel more dexterous or sneaky.
Interesting. Nice.
So as you get in, you're going through the lake. You're crossing 250 feet of fresh, still water. The lake is 30 feet deep. You're having to swim.
Question.
I probably sink, so I walk the bottom of the water.
Well,
you don't have to breathe.
As we get to it and realize that somebody's going to have to swim, I'll think, whisper, I need to, and like hold the owl out in my hand.
Okay, the owl flies out, and there is now a giant owl flying above you.
Green with like gold eyes is what I would envision, whether that's what I get.
That's what you get.
Like, who wants to ride? And I'll like snap my wings out.
I'm
I
down.
don't know if I might be able to carry you, Callus.
Yeah, let's
A
go.
giant owl still wouldn't be able to carry me.
Maybe.
I'd say it's not strong enough to carry him. It definitely couldn't carry Mutrid.
All right, I'll solve this right now. Homunculus servant's hanging around.
Sure.
Give my bag of holding to my homunculus servant. I'm going to get in the bag of holding. Homunculus servant is going to fly me over.
Okay. Okay. So you can fly over. Maritim can fly over. Who else is flying over?
Swim.
Guys,
There's a free ride with an owl.
it's only 250 feet.
I'll just walk the bottom of the ocean.
I'm already
I'm
there.
gonna-
And I'm waiting for the rest of them.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Damn, I was hoping this would take more than 10 minutes.
What was that, Mutrid?
I'm gonna grab onto. Even though he's tiny. No, wait, he's 30 feet. That's what it says. I'm gonna grab onto Mr. Snoodles, and we're gonna swim across. He's
Yeah.
gonna have to get across faster.
That works fine too.
Yeah, 30 feet swimming.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
All right. Y'all all successfully make it across. The slowest one is Daisy, the bottom of the lake, who comes
In a unicorn costume.
in a unicorn costume, who comes up out of the lake with the costume just like draping down over them, soaked in water. There's seaweed all over the horn. I don't care if it's seaweed and it's a lake. It's fine. It's what happened.
There's stuff like that in the lake.
Yeah.
Kelp.
Kelp. There's like red algae along the white of the costume. Yeah, looks like something out of the Iron Giant.
And in the meantime, I guess seeing as I pop the owl out, the owl is out for 8 hours now.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can summon it back.
Oh, but yeah, no, I'm gonna let it experience life for the next 7 hours and 50 minutes.
Okay.
So as like we both cross. Like I don't ride Whisper or cross. We just kind of like fly.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that whole time across the lake. Meritum enjoys the time of flying with someone else.
Yes, there you go. And you both have unicorn horns, because otherwise we're going to do the whole 1,000 feet reset thing again, and that's going to suck while you're in the air.
But is the owl alive though?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a magical construct.
Yeah, it's debatable whether the owl's alive or not. It's as alive as you want it to be. It's as alive as you believe it is.
Ooh, could be an undead owl.
No.
And I am guessing that Mr. Snoodles got a
Mr.
unicorn
Snoodles
horn.
also got a little unicorn hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, now that's just adorable.
Yes.
Oh my
An
god!
alligator with a unicorn horn.
He's so happy.
A unigator.
He's just so happy.
A gator corn.
Let him.
A gator corn.
A narwhal.
Yes.
A narwhal.
Yes.
All right.
A narrator.
He's just bouncing around like, oh, majestic as fuck.
So the islet is 30 feet wide and 40 feet long. So obviously this is not to scale. 30 feet wide, 40 feet long. Perched atop the highest point, 30 feet above the surface of the water, is an iron bowl filled with coal.
My first instinct is to light it.
Okay.
Fire starter.
Light it.
Yeah, I'm gonna light it.
Okay. You light it. And a minute later, the lakeshore mists part to reveal a white horse with a single gleaming horn on her brow. She stands perfectly still, silently observing you along the lakeshore.
Murder it. Take its heart. Oh, sorry.
Von Eldridge can't. No.
Oh my god.
I'm sure Meritum's not looking at it like, ooh, another outfit.
I'm gonna use my detect thoughts
Okay.
on it.
Alright, hang on.
I want to know whatever he's thinking.
Could be a sheep.
What's the save on that?
DC 13.
But is it wisdom? Is it intelligence?
So, it doesn't matter. So you
Sorry.
feel some resistance, and then you start to detect thoughts. And the thoughts are, why are you here? Why have you come to thither? What is your purpose on my lake?
Because we can.
And then you hear...
We killed a bitch.
And then you hear...
And then we're...
I know you're reading my thoughts.
Oh, that's not cool.
And then the unicorn whinnies and lightly stomps a foot on the ground.
Called your ass out, didn't it?
On my head, motherfucker. On my head.
And that I know, or yeah, she says that.
You would be the only one who hears
Yeah,
that.
you're the only one who hears it.
Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are as why we're here exactly. What I know is that on our way to help the children from the hag, that we spent a lot of time here trying to get to this island and couldn't get there, and somebody gave us the stuff to get us across so that we could finally get here, because we're very curious. It is a very confusing place.
As you mentioned the children, her head kind of tilts inquisitively, and she says, so you helped Will and his children?
Yes.
Oh, are they the ones who gave you the tools to get past my barrier?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so then you are friends of Prismere.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Ray,
You're very beautiful.
when somebody asks you if you're a god, you
You
say,
say yes.
Young bovine, you seem very perplexed. And now it dawns on you that you're no longer reading thoughts. You're having a telepathic communication with a fucking unicorn.
How to game
I
me?
want to fuck a unicorn.
And if anyone wants to, you should go watch the new Shazam and see why it's a good idea.
I saw the new Shazam, and I know why it's a great idea.
Anyway.
I have plenty of Skittles.
All right. So, yeah.
I'll
So-
taste them. Though.
So your
We're
friends
not
of
here to
Brisbane.
king shame.
Do you speak for your companions?
Yes.
Well, that's awfully bold.
I know. I was
Well,
just
that's
like, I'm
the
the war
reason-
axe. I speak
I
for
mean-
the.
But none of us know what's not. We're all standing there, and she's having a communication with
Well-
this unicorn, and that's
And
it.
so, and so the
That's why
unicorn
neither one of
now.
us are saying anything.
As far as
No, I know it's fine.
Hold on.
It's fine. I was just busting these balls.
No, well, it as far as my explanation of why we are now on this island, it's yes, I speak like that's what I speak for, and that this is what we've done to be able to get to this island. So it's as far as it's like if he asks me if I speak for my friends, yes, that it's like all of the people here, this is what we've done to get here.
Yeah, no, Meritum's going to be cool with it unless you both turn at the party and like say you want to like pull out our spines and use them as whistle straws.
And, he'll just be mad because he didn't think about it first.
Like, and I'll say it's like they're a wily bunch, but they've got good hearts.
We'd like more.
What?
Nothing. Go on.
So she slowly walks closer to Mutrid, and she kind of bows her head, but her eyes are like looking straight at Mutrid, like it's a respectful bow, but I still don't know if I can trust you, so I'm not taking my eyes off of you.
And when she does that, I'm going to completely look away. It's like where I'm looking down at the ground. Like,
And it's at
like
this point that Meritum takes the bunny suit off and packs it away.
Wearing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Sick motherfucker.
She
yeah,
does-
like the cow, the sacred cow that all bovine comes out and takes over, where it's like, yeah, I show complete deference to her or him. I didn't realize
Them.
it.
Them was always good for
It.
So she says, well, how can I help you, friends of Prismere?
On so
Is that still the only Mutrid, or is that to
Yeah,
all of
that's
us?
still only the Mutrid.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm going to say and I realize that I'm having a telepathic conversation with her, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to tell her, it's like, I don't know. For me, we were just on our way to check this place out, and then we were on to Yon. Let me find out.
Do you not speak for your friends?
As far it's that what you asked it, how can you help?
Yes, and I also asked if you speak for your friends, as if you are the sole one who speaks for the group.
Oh,
You want to answer no?
no. No.
Oh, is there one who speaks for the group?
No, we all speak for ourselves.
Oh. So she kind of straightens up and like shakes off her back. She's like, oh, my apologies. Everyone! Except for Mutrid. Make a wisdom save. You can choose to fail.
It'll say, like, we could choose to fail, right?
You can, but yeah. So like her horn like kind of glows and it looks like something out of an anime as there's like a lens flare right on the tip and a little ding.
I'm gonna opt to fail
Okay.
because Meritum isn't really paying all that much attention. Just goes, oh crap! I've been wearing this thing for like 4 days. It's got to stink by now, and start taking it off.
Gallus, you succeeded, but you can choose to fail if you wish.
It feels like I should choose to fail.
If you
it would
want
be very
to.
on brand.
I choose to fail. Natural 20 plus 2. I choose
Oh
to fail.
no! I meant it would feel very on brand. You're like, no, fuck this place. I don't want anything in
Yeah,
there.
No,
it would
I want in. I'm supposed to. Matt has given me enough clues.
No. It would be
Fail this.
it would be
Nope.
on brand for you to not fail.
Right
Yeah.
now, Callus finally wants to know what's going on.
Okay. And Daisy, are you choosing to fail or are you
Yeah, I'm choosing to fail.
Okay. So now you hear like this melodic voice that is clearly the unicorn and she says, "Welcome to thither. My name is Lamorna. I understand that you are all friends, Prismir. I don't know why you are on my island, but summoned me. What assistance may I offer?"
Okay, out of game, Matt.
Yeah.
Wasn't there something that Will was telling us about the island that made us all go, "Ooh, maybe we do need to check that out"?
That you needed to be dressed like a unicorn to get to it?
Is that it?
I think that was it, yeah.
Yeah, we just really wanted to because we couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also on brand.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that we none of us that I wasn't forgetting any kind of like information that Will had given us.
Sure.
I'm gonna like reach up and like tap the cauldron that's on Mutu's back.
I was just I was
We
going
want
to
that
say
broken.
I was gonna say what I was going to do is show her the cauldron and say explain about it's how we've killed Skabatha and Badmorna. It's like we seek to destroy the Hourglass Coven.
Well, you are 2/3 of the way there. Congratulations. Do you really need my help?
We're not sure.
Callus is like, probably not.
What is your end goal? Is it just to kill the hags? What's that?
We honestly came here because we were curious as why we couldn't get on the island in the first place.
Because I wouldn't let you.
But that's why we came here.
And like Miriam's actually gonna laugh, but like fucking honest and it's fucking funny.
Well, since you're here, you're 2/3 of the way done. Shouldn't be too much for you to finish and to free Zablina and save Prismir from the hags.
And Callus is going to ask, in what way would you help us if we ask?
I have information.
Yeah. Who's this next tag?
I'm going to tap my helmet and saying, clearly I like information.
So now as she starts to relay, anyone who's looking around will notice that the waters immediately around the island start to animate and form liquid sculptures of the things that she's describing.
Ooh.
As she's communicating telepathically. And she says, as you may already know, the domain of Prismir, and now it's like a map of Prismir, once belonged to Zablina, the beautiful woman that you've seen in a bunch of different photos. She was usurped.
Portraits. Probably not photos.
Yeah, portraits. She was usurped by her stepsisters, Skabatha, Bevlorna, and Indolent. And you see their faces. Although Skabatha and Bevlorna have little X's over their eyes, like in a cute little anime, and their tongues are like hanging out as they're dead. She says, clearly, you've killed 2 of them.
Clearly, somebody loves anime.
Zablina, yeah, I do.
Not you, the unicorn.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I do. I've starred in a couple. Anyways, Zablina was vainglorious and deceitful at times, but her magic kept us safe and isolated. That all ended when the Hourglass Coven captured my mate, Eladon, and stole his horn and used its magic to imprison her in her stronghold, the Palace of Heart's Desire. His horn might be needed to free her, but I'm not sure. I don't know where he is, nor where his horn is.
I'll pull out the horn and be like, is this the horn?
Oh, and Callus is going to be like, shut the fuck up!
Yes, that actually is the horn. However, I know that he's not dead, because if he were, I would have sensed it. So when you're done, if you could return that, I would be much appreciative.
Absolutely. I would return it now.
You might, young one. I understand, and I appreciate. There is a possibility that you may need it to save all of us, and that is better than me having the horn of a mate whose whereabouts I do not know.
Okay.
Thank
but you are absolutely going to have it back when we are done.
I trust you and I appreciate.
And if we can find your mate, we will.
What's that?
I'm gonna say if we can find your mate, we will.
I appreciate that. There are many pitfalls between you. I mean, not as many anymore. You've clearly handled most of them. But there are still more dangers that lie ahead of you. If you are intent on traveling to Yon, I recommend you seek out Amador the Dandelion. as he can lead you safely to the Palace of Heart's Desire. This will always be a safe place to rest if you need it, as long as you are friends of Prismar.
Where do we find the daisy?
Right over my shoulder.
The dandelion.
Dandelion.
Uh,
That was
The
good.
fucking flower.
That was good.
how are you traveling to Yon?
Through oil can.
Oh, I
Wait a
see
minute.
you make interesting friends.
Hey, guys, what happened to our owl bear hauling a chariot?
Yep, I was
It's
thinking
back
the
at
same
Will's
thing.
place.
Yeah, it stayed back at Will's place.
Voluntarily? Are we done
Yeah.
with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Okay.
didn't.
All right.
No one like we brought it home. That was what we were doing.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm going to nudge Mutra and say, "Well, I guess we're hoofing it."
The unicorn actually laughs. I forgot how cute your kind were.
And I'm going to give her a look like, help, help.
Alice is going to blush and like, "Oh, thank you."
So I can let Squirt know where to take you so that you will be close to Amador when you travel into Yon.
That would be fantastic.
Is there anything else that you would like to know? Any other questions that I may be able to answer? Anything about the palace or anything like that you would like to know?
I'm sure there's plenty we would like to know, but to be honest, we don't know the right questions to ask.
What kind of opposition will we fight in the palace?
Well, what I can tell you, when Zablina ruled, no one could enter the palace without an invitation. It is unlikely that the Coven is capable of enforcing similar restrictions. There is a dragon-like creature called a Jabberwock that frequently prowls the forest near the palace.
Can I roll a history check on that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, can I as well? Or Arcana or anything? Nature?
Sure. She says it tries to reach this pool, but it is always turned away, as you were originally.
15.
23.
Before your insight goes off, she says that you would be wise to avoid it, because once it sets its eyes on prey, it rarely gives up the hunt.
Is there a way to convince it we are not prey but friends?
No. So, with a 15, what you know is that it's a dragon type. It can burble, which is rather confusing. And it has a fiery gaze that will create a line of fire from its eyes. Daisy, what you know is that it has regeneration. You've heard tales of it being an uncanny tracker, and you've heard other legends of its amazing resistances, as well as its ability to rend.
To what?
Rend, R-E-N-D.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. I just wanted to make sure.
And you know that a Vorpal sword will hurt it. That's the lore.
Do you know where we may obtain a Vorpal sword?
I do not, fortunately.
Now, out of game, to get this straight, there's this creature, we need to be
In fucking fear of.
We need to avoid it.
Yes.
But if what I'm out of game, me tactically thinking it chases prey, it doesn't let go, could we use this thing to get into the castle?
We need an invitation to get into the castle.
No.
Or-
We only know for sure that when the good lady, which name I forget,
Lena.
well, whatever, when she was active in the castle, we need an invitation, but she's sure that the hags don't have that same power.
Okay.
Maybe
So,
I'm just thinking-
and the
maybe I'm thinking
dandelion
out loud.
is the one that's going to help us get into the castle.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, never mind
Yeah.
then. I'm getting my thoughts crossed. Okay.
So yes, if you're familiar with Lewis Carroll, it's a Jabberwock, Snicker Snack, Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she also the unicorn also says, for those so inclined, although I would recommend that you don't remove anything, there is a library on the second floor of the palace that contains Zablina's most treasured tomes. And you have her cauldron.
Yes, we do.
Go, buddy.
If we, and it by removing, if we touch it,
She's saying don't take it from the library.
Yes.
Don't
So
you
we-
can't take any books from the library.
but we can touch.
As long
Yes,
as
yes,
they're
yes, yes.
Because yeah, it's like I'm still very, very confused about the rules here.
Oh, poor child. The Feywild is very confused.
It is.
Pay
Not
attention.
really.
Wait till you get to the
It
city.
isn't as long as you plan on being confused.
Hmm.
Yes. That is correct, Daisy.
Wait, what?
It's only as confusing as long as you plan on being confused.
Yep.
As long as you allow yourself to be.
That's the mystery. We're not gonna do it above my head.
I'm just gonna
ignore it.
paw.
No,
I'm just
no.
gonna paw the ground with my hooves.
She says
The rules are fairly simple here.
if you decide that you're no longer confused, you won't be confused.
Just always allow yourself to be surprised. Admit you do not understand.
That's been how I've been taking it. Okay, are we ready?
I think Callus is ready to spit some tobacco on the ground and get going.
Please don't. Not on my island.
Yeah. If we're not forgetting anything here, I don't know if we are or not. Let's go.
Alright, she says something to Squirt. In a language that none of you understand. Ooh, hang on.
If it's Sylvan, I understand it.
Same.
No. However, Daisy, you do understand this, and your bracelet, one of the runes on your bracelet glows. She says something in a language that no one but Daisy understands. Daisy, what she says is she tells Squirt the oil can how to use the pathways between Thither and Yon to get to the dandelion.
Okay. By the way, quick question, and I'm not trying to step on any toes. I'm just curious. Do I have to be attuned to this bracelet?
No.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
No, you do not have to be attuned to the bracelet.
Thank you.
But yeah, so as she starts speaking, what you would now assume is the Elvish rune glows, and you hear, like, it starts off as Elvish, and then you completely understand it.
I'm gonna look down at the bracelet,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, "Quite a magnificent gift indeed."
And the unicorn looks over at you, and she says, "Oh, yes. But again, be mindful. It only has so many uses."
I appreciate it. I don't know how many uses it has. I didn't even mean for it to be used this time.
That's why you need to be mindful, now that you know. It has a total of 10 charges, as there are 10
How long does
runes.
each charge last?
I see this thing. No. It's the translator. It has all kinds of different runic languages and stuff on it. And she spoke a language nobody understood. His thing flowed, and then he understood.
1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
1 hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I will take the bracelet off and put it in a pouch.
Okay.
Just because I don't, now I know that it can be used like that. That's, really cool and all.
Yeah.
But I can obviously be better about it or smarter about it.
Yeah. Okay. And so Squirt's like, "All right, are we now ready to fire it up?
He's like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go!
Fire it up! Fire it up! Fire it
Alice
up!"
loves this guy. He's like, I love her. Hell yeah, man, let's rock and roll.
And he like somehow he whistles out the little top of his spout, and he starts like doing like a little hop dance around the party in a counterclockwise circle, chanting, "Fire it up! Fire it up! Fire it up! Fire it up! Fire it up!"
I could learn a few things as I'm watching Squirt go around going, oh yeah, and then that's when it dawns on Meridum what every Fae can do.
Yeah, it's basically Widdershins.
Yep.
Yeah, like fire it up, fire it up, fire it up, and then you are absorbed in Einstein-Rosen bridge.
I like we're living in a universe where it's like, oh, well, photos can't exist, but Einstein-Rosen like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that is an immutable like part of the universe.
The sky
Doesn't have
is
to be
swirling. The sky is swirling.
It doesn't have to be invented.
So yeah, so you go through this rainbow bridge thing, and you wind up in a new place known as Yawn. Stand on a path that winds.
Wines?
It says winds, like WENDS.
That
It wins. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Anyways,
To win.
you stand on a path that winds between rocky crags on a mountainside. The sky is dark and full of roiling thunder clouds. You are greeted by a howling wind. For a second, lightning splits the sky, striking nearby mountaintops and illuminating a distant pinnacle of rock that has a foreboding castle carved out. This way off in the distance.
And that's the closest that the oil can could get us?
Yeah, well, no, that's not where the oil can was taking you.
It was taking us to the dandelion.
You see two figures standing on an outcrop of rock outlined against the stormy sky. One is a slender female elf wearing a crescent moon mask. The other is a 3-foot-tall dandelion with a small rapier strapped to its stem. A honeybee the size of an orange buzzes around the dandelion's bright yellow. The elf is the first to notice you. As she points in your direction, the dandelion draws its rapier and assumes a defensive pose. The honeybee buzzes more loudly as it flies circles around the two of them. Squirt the oil can jumps out in front and is like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're cool.
We fired it up.
We fired it up. We're here to party.
Anyone else wish that Squirt had like a really thick fucking New Jersey accent?
Yeah.
Actually, he used to, and then it changed.
yeah, I remember this was brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he transplanted.
That's all good. Just roll with it.
Yeah. Like, hey, they're cool. I'm cool. We're cool. You're cool. Not him, though.
Fuck you.
Like,
You're
he's just
cool.
like pointing off to the castle. He's like, not her, though. She's not cool. We're cool. We come from,
We come from the east. We followed that strange star. We look for the Messiah. We bring gifts of frankincense, gold, and myrrh.
What is myrrh, anyways? Nobody knows. Came from,
Lamora.
Lamorna. Yeah, Lamorna. She told me how to find you. These guys are looking to do the thing with the thing, but like obviously without hand motions. And he's like hopping around on one edge to the other.
Sorry, he did all of Rick James' that was stashed away in the folding.
I'm Rick James, bitch!
What's a Rick James?
What do 5 fingers say to the face?
Fire!
I don't know. I don't have fingers. What are fingers? I don't have them.
Fuck your couch!
Darkness.
Never seen
Evil.
it.
Darkness.
Charlie Murphy! So good, man.
Drill.
What'd he say?
We both said
Oh, yeah.
at the same time. Classic it.
So,
Pat's like, all right, y'all, get it out.
yeah, just get it out.
Say, Mutra's just looking at him, and she's trying not to, but she can't help herself but drool because he looks so tasty.
Oh yeah, I bet he does.
And
Yeah.
Callus is having a mind meld with his actual creator, Mike, and Mike in real life is thinking of his backyard.
Yeah, remember it's a
Future, I'm surprised you didn't feast with all that lush shit I was growing.
Yeah. It is a 3-foot tall dandelion.
Oh,
Keep that in mind.
its head.
He puts away his rapier and he extends a leaf. He says, I am Amador, and this is my beloved Pollinella. Little bee.
I'm gonna reach my hand out and shake the dandelion's leaf.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put my finger out to shake the bee's hand.
The bee
And
shakes.
say, my name is Daisy. This is Mutrid, my sister. This is Callus, the angry. And this is Miritum, the excitable.
Well, I'm quite excited.
It's your boy.
Oh my god.
It'd be amazing if he popped up.
I can't forget my homie.
Yeah.
Love you,
Time to
Shmi.
pour one out for old Turtle Pig.
Pour one out for Smee, yeah.
And this tall creature here is Gleam, an acrobat from the carnival. We are currently trying to figure out what is going on. There has been quite some unrest recently, and we don't understand, although we welcome it. Would you have any insight as to what's happened in Prismere as of late?
Yes, we killed Granny Nightshade and Babylorna. and we are here to...
Well, that would certainly do it.
And then I'll say, we are here and to free Zablina.
Well then, well, if you are here to free Zablina, you are in the wrong place. For she's at the palace.
Which is where I said we should go.
Not this castle. This castle is Motherhorn, which is where Indolin is. I can accompany you there. There are many perils along the way. Some things that you may find that could be of use. I don't know. I don't know what we're like to find.
And Callus is like, oh, I can make all kinds of stuff out of all kinds of stuff. But first, I want to make my introductions to the Dandelion and say that you introduced this bee here as your beloved.
Yes.
So how do you
It's a bee,
in motion with
and
a
it's
circle
loved.
and a circle in my finger in going in and out of the circle?
I'm going to look at Callus. I'm going to say, do you not know how pollination works?
Yes, of course I do. I just want to hear her say it.
Okay.
I'm male. Polinella is female.
He's the one with the stamen.
Yes. Thank you.
Stamen.
Oh, great robotic one.
I'm sorry. It's just very important in my culture to understand how people fuck.
How people fuck bees. I want to know so I can do it myself. Do you mind?
Out of the weed, fuck a bee.
Just in case I ever find myself in the circumstance where I need to fuck a bee.
I need to
It's
know
that old
how
it's that
to
old slang.
complete the copulation of said.
I'm bringing on my baby.
Oh God.
Be so proud of me, 'cause I'm bringing on my baby.
All right. So Gleam looks at Jill and says, "Well, if you are so
The rains in Spain stay mainly on the plain.
That sounds very Russian.
So she says, in my time in Motherhorn, I have learned some information that I am happy to share with you. The mountains are home to clans of Korids. There are stout fey creatures whose hair has the strength of iron. They gather and dance at the hinge. An elf prince named... We're not going to say his name. Not important. But he made a bargain. Now he finds himself trapped here. He is at one of the beacons. And those are the big star, moon, and sun-shaped things that gather lightning for Indolin. And there is a bugbear. He is Hurley. He has made another bargain. He is very unhappy with how it has played out. He is forced to perform in her theater. Like me. He used to work for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. Though me and my siblings had already left by the time he and his brother arrived. That is all that I have to share with you. I think you will find that much help.
Okay, I'm going to be a dick. I glazed over that. I was just listening to you bounce between Scottish and German and Russian.
Yes, well, my accents are not as good as they once were.
Well, your imagination is not doing enough work.
So, the Korids, they are stout fake creatures with strong iron hair. They live in the Hinge. There is an elf prince who is somewhere along the beacons. And there is a bugbear who also used to work for Mr. Vitch and Mr. Light. Just like myself and my siblings.
About how far away do you think we are from the castle?
From the castle? Many days. And you will more than likely run into many things.
Squirt, since you can transport us, are you able to transport us there?
I can only go between realms. So I gotta fire it up, and I can take you back to thither.
And then could you fire it up and take us back closer to the castle?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Y'all wanna do that?
Since we require your assistance, I'm going to look at the dandelion as I say so. Since we require your assistance, would you be willing to accompany us?
Oh, but of course, I'd be very happy to. As long as my lovely Polinella can come.
Yes, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, that depends
As
on
I
you.
just nod my head, kind of in a bow to the bee.
And Maritim, as you say that, like, as much as a dandelion can, he winks at you.
Oh, a dandelion can wink, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like a small series of petals just go.
Yeah.
Exactly. You've seen the inside of a dandelion.
So, yeah, is that what you guys want to do? You want to fire it up?
I think that would be the most advisable course of action to save us days of travel.
Fuck yeah,
All
man.
right.
Let's go.
He starts hopping around you in a little circle. Fire it up, fire it up. This time he's going clockwise. Fire it up, fire it up. Y'all are y'all are back at the fallen tree in thither. He's like, all right, hang on. Need a minute, cigarette.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna hunt for any flowers around, and I'm just gonna pick them up and start weaving them into my crown.
Can somebody hold it for me? I gotta be a fire hazard for like 5 minutes.
I'll hold you.
No, I need you to hold the cigarette, not me.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Callus is gonna start smoking. We'll cross over between characters there, but you know.
Can you light it for me too, please? I would appreciate that because I don't have hands.
Here you go, bud.
All right,
The best part is the fact that he's oil and could combust.
Like to live dangerously.
OSHA. Callus looks around and goes, "I don't see no fucking OSHA creatures around here."
It's oil in your cup. Yes, he sings that. All right, we ready to go? I'm good. We go. Daisy, you ready?
I am very ready.
All right, and fire it up. Fire it. Come on, chant with me. Fire it up. Fire it up. No, come on, chant with me, guys. Fire it up.
Fire it up. Fire it up.
Fire it up.
Fire it
up.
Fire it up. Fire it up.
It up.
I'm like, Callus is doing it. Callus is doing it.
Fur it erp. Fur it erp. Fur it erp.
All right.
Love it.
And then he lands y'all right outside of the right outside Motherhorn with the dandelion and the bee. All right. Looming above you is an ominous gray citadel hewn out of the mountain. The path leading to it is winding and precipitous. Wind swirls around its towers, and ravens cluster and caw in the granite nooks. A crooked finger of lightning strikes a metal rod protruding from the topmost spire, and the sound of applause drifts over the citadel's battlements. The mountain path ends at a spiral staircase that climbs 60 feet to a balcony made of weathered gray stone. A large balloon made of bulging rain clouds is tethered to a much higher stone balcony that is well beyond reach. The balloon has a merchant's stall instead of an ordinary basket dangling. Yeah, so...
How many levels is the tower?
2?
Excuse me.
3, technically, if you count the understage.
Well, 4 if you count the understage.
Sure.
Because there's stage level, understage. But from where we are, we're at stage level. So that's what, 30 feet?
So, the spiral staircase climbs 30 feet at the outside of it. So, yeah. This right here, this staircase is 30 feet.
So where's the tower with the balloon? Or where's the balloon located?
See, showing me on any of the map. Hang on, let me look for a different map.
Actually, technically speaking, in an architectural sense, the stage level or ground level, 0 level.
Yeah.
From that door, are we within 30 feet? Yay or nay?
Of this door?
No, sorry, scroll down, sir.
This door?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we within 30 feet from there to where the balloon is?
Sure, yes. You can
Excellent.
fly over to the balloon.
Not fly.
Okay,
Just wanted to know.
yes. I will say you are within 30 feet.
All right. Does anyone have any opinions?
No.
What the hell?
Have any what?
I probably have them.
What?
They're like with standard backpack equipment.
I mean,
Depending on the equipment, yeah. You probably do. I don't know if Meriton does. You also might too, Mutrid.
You mean pitons?
Sure. Is that how they're pronounced?
Yes.
Sure.
Free?
Go look,
I
look
think
in your
so.
backpack.
Yeah.
Go look in your backpack. And if you have standard like equipment, you'll have pitons and rope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good rope.
Piton is pronounced piton.
Thank you. I have yet to hear that word said out loud.
I actually kind of used them once or twice.
I have rope.
Yeah, we used them on the first tower we encountered.
No, I mean in
Almost
real
just
life. I mean in real life, I've used them, but
That's so cool.
they're a bitch. They're a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah, but still, they're necessary. I just want to know if anyone has any.
I have some pitons if you want some. I have exactly 9 of them.
Great. I would love 4.
I'll hand you 4 pitons.
I'm going to take out my rope. Matt, you listening?
Mm-hmm. You taking out your rope?
Yep. I'm going to hammer in 2 pitons
Okay.
where we are.
So right here on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to tie. So I'm going to tie one into my rope, to one piton. I'm going to tie the other end of the rope to the other piton. All right.
Okay.
So I have my, both ends of my rope tied to the piton. I have the rope in my hand. I have the 2 pitons in my hand, and I'm going to Misty Step over to the balloon.
Okay. So you're taking the rope with you?
Well, only
The
I
part
guess
of it
my
that
hand.
you're holding?
Yeah.
All right. So are you going to the balloon or the balcony that it's tethered
The
to?
balcony. The balcony.
Okay.
I'm then going to hammer in the other 2 pitons.
Okay.
And I'm going to, I don't want to cut my rope, but I want to wrap it and tie it
Sure.
in a way that, they'll tie to the 2 pitons. I'm using 2 because of Mutrid.
Okay. So are y'all going to climb the rope to the balloon?
You guys, or the balcony, you guys should be able to make it now.
I'm going to be an asshole and just walk over there, like on the side of the castle.
Totally fine. It wasn't for you that I did this.
Oh, I know.
He doesn't have any other way to
walk
get
up
over
the
it.
wall and walk around the side of the castle and step up on the balcony where he's at.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yes.
You
yes.
can't
Only
do
one
that.
who can't get over
No.
that way is Mutrid, so that's why I
Yes.
did this. My sister.
Yes.
My sister from
And
another
it's-
maker.
It's like as I'm getting across, it's like fucking dick.
My
Alright.
homunculus servant would be like jet engineing like below you, holding you up on the rope, like as you're going.
Yeah. Mutrid, if you are going to walk or use the rope, you are going to need to make a climb check or make a dexterity roll.
Isn't it athletics?
I think it is athletics now. So if athletics is higher, use athletic.
Yes, I'm going to use athletics.
Okay.
19.
I mean, I could be. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I could be
no,
wrong. I
you
just
make it
wanted to
fun.
know.
Meritum, do you fly or do you use the rope?
Oh, well, I'm gonna fly.
Okay. You fly. Alright, so you are all up there now.
Okay, and it wasn't clear to me why we're moving location.
I don't know why either. Daisy wanted to go towards the balloon.
Well, is the dandelion coming?
Yes.
I'm gonna say I thought this might be better than going in the front door.
Fair.
Yeah, I didn't know what we were doing.
Plus, you know me, and I see a balloon, I've got a misty step towards it. Last time I did, you got a sword.
Yeah,
So what's going on with the balloon? I want to take a peek, a gander at it.
An enormous flying balloon made from a bulging rain cloud is tethered to the battlement. There are 3 Darklings in the balloon. They're like, hey, what's up? What can I do for you? You wanna buy some stuff?
What do you have for sale?
What do you wanna buy?
What do you have for sale?
Baubles?
Do you have a vorpal sword?
No.
I'm waiting to see if anyone else has anything. I mean, Daisy knows how to take care of the jack block, so that's all he wants.
They're merchants and they're selling what? Just crap?
Just baubles. We got lots of baubles. Actually,
What
his
the
name is
Fae
Bauble,
call
too.
baubles
What are-
are not necessarily just baubles. It's the Fae.
So he points at another Darkling. He's like, that's Bauble. That's Trinket. I'm Charm.
Callus is very annoyed.
You want to cut the balloon and send it away?
I'm gonna cut that. I really want to cut that balloon loose. That's really.
No! Oh no! Don't cut. Oh no!
I want
Callus
to
gonna cut that balloon
wait.
loose.
No, before Callus does that, I want to roll insight to see if they're like, please don't, or if they really don't want it.
They really don't care. Like you don't even have to roll it. Like it is obvious.
Oh,
So I'm gonna cut it.
I'm glad I didn't have to roll it because fuck that shit.
Yeah. All right, you cut it, and the balloon doesn't go anywhere. Oh no!
What's this balloon made out of? A rain cloud?
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
rain cloud.
I want to fuck with them, but there's nothing I can fucking do.
Why do you want to fuck with them?
Just because I don't need nothing of theirs, and they're annoying. Like, let's just, yeah.
Oh no! Not the balloon.
Okay, I'm gonna cast infestation at them.
Oh shit! Okay.
Con save 16.
They fail. Happens.
Oh. Hold on.
Ow! They're like swatting at it. Ow! That sucks. All right, screw you guys, and they start flying away in the balloon.
I'm gonna look at Callus and I'm gonna wink and touch my nose, or where my nose would be.
I'm gonna give him a finger on the nose back and like give him a good job.
I didn't think that would kill them, just irritate them. Yeah, that's
Daisy,
all.
you need to learn Arcane Mark.
Okay.
so that you can have a magical nose drawn on your face.
I could just draw it on anyway, right?
I mean, you can, but then it's not magical. Like
Just
Arcane Mark can be like,
yeah, I like just pointing to where your nose would be.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right.
but again, I wasn't trying to kill him.
Nope.
Callus was irritated. I thought maybe I'd play along.
So
So
this
now we're on the
room-
tower level.
So this room is a sparsely furnished guest room. This door connects back and forth, and it opens up to a long hallway.
I'm assuming those light or torches.
Yeah, those are torches,
Okay.
or at least they're lights, not
Okay.
necessarily torches. They're lights of some sort.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
So as long as everyone stays within 30 feet of me, you get a +10 to stealth
Okay.
for an hour, and we cannot be identified or tracked outside of magical means.
Okay.
Well, we got to go see what's down this hallway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at everybody and go, okay, so what's the plan? How are we doing?
Do we
Alice
usually?
is like, I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
It seems that that's what we do best, is make it up as we go.
Okay, and then I'm gonna move over to the door and check up for traps.
Okay. Roll it.
What am I rolling?
That's perception, right?
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
it
got a
looks like you have
perception.
advantage on perception.
I do.
Wouldn't surprise me.
It's with the shield.
Yeah, no, dude. Again, with all the magic you've accumulated, I'm not surprised.
The
That
most
was not
fucked up
an
thing-
insult. That was
Yeah, no, I know.
okay.
It's continual hilarious that I have so many advantages and such a high passive perception, and I roll like shit every time I roll perception.
You find no traps.
Dude, I had
Opening
a
the door.
+8 on my fucking investigation, and I rolled a 1, or my insight, and I rolled a fucking 1. So
Yeah, but I consistently roll bad on perception. It's hilarious.
Yeah. No, he really does.
Yeah.
All right. You open the door.
Yeah.
Through the hallway.
Anything happen?
Nope. The door opens.
yeah, that's what happened. The door opens.
The door.
Dun, dun, dun,
opens.
dun.
And how high is this hallway?
12 feet.
Okay.
And
And I'm gonna sneak forward and be like the scout.
so as you're sneaking forward, you notice that there's like the alcove. Is that the word? There's a wall, but you can tell that on like not a wall, but like a ceiling jamb or whatever you call it, where it hangs lower than the ceiling on the other side of the room. So like as you're coming up, there's a connection here along the wall,
Mhm.
and then it opens into a much bigger room from where you are, Maritim. And again, remember, so each square is supposed to be 10 feet, so that is... how many squares that is? That's 4 squares, so that's 40 feet down the hallway. You start to see like a massive machine that is moving and electrified. This cylindrical chamber houses a whirring contraption bolted to a revolving metal disc that serves as its base. Metal spheres and sickles are attached to the ends of long metal arms that sweep back and forth, clicking loudly and rhythmically like the hands of a giant metronome. The apparatus is inlaid with characters from strange alphabets and smoky wisps in the shapes of these letters rise from the contraption as it revolves. The whole device hums and crackles with lightning. Rising from the middle of the mechanism is an 80-foot tall copper pole made of 8 10-foot long lightning rods attached end to end. It extends upward past the ring-shaped gallery that forms the chamber's upper level. Through the hole in the 50-foot high domed ceiling, 3 goblins wearing overalls and tinted goggles use brooms to sweep the floor, seemingly untroubled by the noise. As you get closer, you realize that the room does open up to a higher balcony. There's a viewing area at the top. This room itself is 20 feet tall. So the balcony is 20 feet above the chamber, so the room is 20 feet tall. This contraption is 60 feet in diameter. I guess the whole room is 20 feet tall and 60 feet in diameter. That word. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what you see from here.
Is there like lightning or anything going between these rods, sickles, and whatnot?
Oh yeah, no, they're charging constantly, and as it said, smoky wisps in the shapes of letters rise from the contraption as it revolves. The whole device hums and crackles with lightning.
Go talk to Callus and kind of explain this.
Yeah,
See
I'm
if
gonna.
you can see
I
it.
want to roll a wisdom or history check on this and see if I can identify what it is.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Let's see. What do I need? Skills. What would it be? History or
That's a good
wisdom?
question.
Intelligence, maybe?
Hang on. Let me look at your sheet real quick. Roll Arcana.
Okay.
May I also roll Arcana?
You may.
That's a 15.
Fucking I don't know shit.
All right, Callus with a 15. Looking at the device and how it's moving and how letters are coming up, you can assume that this is some form of... So this is an orrery, which is a mathematical model of a solar system that illustrates or predicts relative positions and motions of planets and moon.
Ooh, then I should definitely know that shit.
All right. So, I mean, I'm imagining something very similar to like Dark Crystal.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So you can assume that it uses mathematics and magic to do some form of fortune telling. As it turns, it emits smoke in the form of letters, and as you're watching the letters, you can tell that they spell out some form of prediction, and you slowly start to see your name and Daisy and Mutrid and Gleam, Maritim, and Mr. Snoodles. But it's a shape of Mr. Snoodles. It doesn't actually spell it out.
But so the thing is obviously aware of our presence.
Well, it predicts futures, so...
It's so...
Would I know how to use this device?
No, not with a 15. You would have to spend time.
So Matt,
Yeah.
Just quick question. Since this has to do with stars, and it's probably like a far no, but I just want to check. Because I'm actually a star map druid, like, manage to try to figure it out or anything?
You could roll. You can tell that it has something to do with like stars and moons, but the depth of what it's for, you wouldn't necessarily know. You could also roll an investigation to try to determine.
All right, oh fuck, of course, I'll try it.
And then I'll tap Daisy.
Oh, 21.
Daisy guidance.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, sir.
Add a D4.
All right, thank you. All right, 23.
So this is some form of magical magical mathematical fortune-telling device that uses the stars in some form to start predicting futures. And also, as you start to look at it longer, you start to see your names come up out of it in smoke.
So basically, I just want to ask, is it safe for Daisy to assume it's similar to like a cosmic omen?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like a cosmic omen. I don't know if Daisy would know the word orrery, Orrery.
I don't know. I could roll
Orrery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could roll something, but maybe
It's another one of those words like Worcestershire.
It is.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
I mean,
Hey, I love it when I do
I can roll something.
Actually, no. I would say that because you're the star druid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Daisy should know what an orrery is. Like an example of a real world orrery. Be like this.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah, so that's a small orrery.
All the gears in there are ratioed to actual the planet's actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's totally fine.
It's
but
just,
I'm
cool
guessing since we see our names
cool they did that.
and whatnot, that I can make a safe assumption. It's very similar to a cosmic omen, that it's trying to predict, but anything could change.
So it's trying to predict what?
It's trying to predict but anything could change.
I mean, you can absolutely, yeah. You can assume that it's predicting something. You don't know what it's predicting because, like, you saw your names, but, like, there's letters flying all over the place.
Yeah, no worries. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I think Callus is going to advise the group. It's like, this is a really, really fucking cool contraption, but don't worry about your names and stuff in here because it's just, it knows we're here and that's it.
No, it's it's predicting something that's going to happen. It's like a cosmic omen.
Yeah, for sure. But we're here now. That's why it's doing this.
And again, the more that you look at it, anybody who's studying it, you can tell that it is powered by electricity transmitted through its central element, the 80-foot tall lightning rod that forms its vertical axis.
Matt, in game, out of game, I don't know the question to ask, but does this thing, is it simply an observer of facts or is it a thing that can actually change reality?
You don't have enough information at this point to really have an idea of what it can do.
You can just tell me to fuck off. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You don't know. You don't know.
Okay, fair enough. No, I don't know is a great answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Callus is assuming at this point, not knowing that this thing is simply a
Indicator.
it's an indicator. It's showing it's showing us as a history. We weren't supposed to be here, but now we're here. So now it's showing us that we're here, and it's correcting itself by exclaiming our names. So don't be freaked out.
Matt, is there anywhere that's safe to touch that isn't being hit with electricity?
You would assume not.
Watching, just trying to see.
Yeah. You would assume that you really don't want to touch any part of it.
I ain't touching shit.
And again, some more things that you discover the more that you're looking at it before you get close to it is that it's not a single contraption, but it's like dozens of smaller contraptions building one giant contraption.
I love it. And Callus really likes it too.
Yeah.
That's really, that's shit. Yeah, that I like that.
Out of all the face shit that Callus has seen, this is the one face
This
shit
is the
that Callus
way
likes.
coolest thing that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Does any part of the contraption that we can identify touch any other part of anything that's, I guess, like, does it touch the floor as part of the contraption, but the floor is not electrified?
I mean,
Does
it sits on the floor.
Right. But is the floor part of the contraption? Like,
Yeah.
are there symbols and whatnot?
No.
So anything that appears to be part of the contraption, it seems like a safe place to touch.
Just say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no on that.
Okay. Thank you.
So with that, I'm gonna.
And thanks, Callus.
Hang on. Go ahead, Meritum.
Just
And
kidding.
with that, I'm going to look at Callus and be like, is there any way to disable it?
The best way I would think of disabling this thing is we need to somehow separate the big shack that it's riding on. But I ain't touching it.
Gallus, give me an investigation check.
And I'm gonna tap Callus and give Callus.
Add a D4 to whatever you roll.
Investigation. Oh, you picked the wrong one on that one. All right, fine. Without the +4, I rolled a 23.
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Throw that D4 on top of that.
Okay, why not?
Can always get better.
Yep.
Add fucking 3 to that, so a 26.
There you go.
26.
26.
Okay. So as you're studying this and you're looking at it, you've realized that there are obviously some bigger pieces, some smaller pieces. Some of the components are going to be maybe a little harder to hit and they're going to take more damage. Some of the smaller pieces, you can also determine that, each of the 10-foot lightning rods might be easier to hit, but they're not going to have as many, like, it's not going to be able to take as much damage. You can also, like, you can assume that those rods are really heavy. And you can tell that you would need to dismantle at least 8 separate pieces to fully shut it down.
If I wanted to stop this, so if my goal was to stop this thing,
Yes.
you're pinging a lot of mechanical knowledge in my head,
Mhm.
and I know I can cast heat metal. It doesn't say what type of metal; it just says metal.
Any metal.
If I was going to cast heat metal on the inside part of the shaft, it would swell, causing the thing to stop. Or at least cause a shit ton of friction.
We're gonna put a pin in that because that is real world physics.
Yeah.
And this is a magical device.
God damn it.
So it's a good idea, and I am gonna invoke some rule of cool with it. But it's not going to work the exact way that you would want it to. Now, the next question is, with heat metal, do you have to touch it?
No, I just look at it.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that he's arguing real physics with me, because that's a problem. But anyway.
it's magical realms of make.
I have to, yeah.
Hang on.
All right.
I see that look on Mike's face, so let's let him get one of these heat metals off.
Well, no. I'm considering options.
Okay.
I'm just considering options.
You have that look of, I want to do something really cool.
No.
Okay.
He wants to do something violently and all over the place.
No, I don't know enough yet about what's going on in here to start fucking shit up. So I'm considering options at this point.
That's not the Callus I know. That's not the Callus that had a pickled egg eating contest.
That's a different thing. This is a whole big old contraption that somebody a fuck ton of time. No. Yeah, it was a pickled egg, yes. But pickled eggs aren't the same thing as a giant electronic configuration in a giant scary fucking castle.
Since when?
That's right. No, this is the first time that Callus has probably ever felt in his element since the game has started.
Right.